everybody, Adam here with Hometown Acres. Welcome back. Today is the day. Ralph got here with the Hyundai 145 excavator, his Cat D5 dozer, and the pond repairs begin now. All right, so I mentioned in the last pond update video that we did, the plan of attack here is we're going to strip out a foot of this bottom layer that's on the pond. We already know we're into some rough, shaly material that's pretty porous and not great for holding water, which is why the pond is leaking in the first place. And if you look, you can just see how much rock is in the base of this pond. It's actually surprising that it held as much water as it did, but we're gonna get this stripped down a foot to make room for bringing back in a good foot of clay. We're going to layer the entire bottom and the sides of the pond, and what we're doing with all the fill is we're just piling it up on the beach area for now. Tomorrow, Ralph is gonna bring in a dump truck and he's gonna use the Hyundai 145 excavator to load the truck, haul it up to the garage, and you can see my machine is parked up there. And as I showed you before, we're gonna be adding some fill in front of the garage to create a walkway around the front of the garage, because right now you can't walk from the front of the garage to the front door of the house. The reason we're not just adding clay to the bottom as it is we don't want to make the pond any smaller or shallower. Now we're probably not going to be adding clay to the bottom in this video, but I'm hoping to get the bottom stripped and all the fill hauled up to the garage and graded out by the end of this video. right, so Ralph just finished up for the day and we got our sidewalk to the front of the house now. Well, it's not really a sidewalk yet, but we got it all filled in and leveled out. I had him come up here with the dozer to finish it off just because he's able to articulate that blade and really get this on grade the way that I want it, whereas I would have been fighting with this for probably 4 or 5 hours to get it nice and leveled out like this with the excavator, and he came in here and did it in about 45 minutes with the dozer. And I am really thrilled with how this turned out. And it actually has less of a sweep to it than I thought. I mean, it's got the sweep right there, but on the front of the house here, it's pretty much just a straight line. And as you can see, I've got quite a few rocks and boulders and things I got to pick up the yard from things that started rolling down the slope and getting away from us. So I'll run around with the tractor and the bucket and get those all loaded up. But yeah, let's head down to the pond here and I'll show you what it looks like down there. So it really doesn't look too much different than it did before. I mean, you can tell on the high side here where they did a lot of cutting to get this down and make room for some of that clay that we're going to be trucking in here in a couple of days. But yeah, it's definitely no wonder why this pond was leaking. We are definitely in a shale bed here. I mean, there's still clay in here, but it's a very, very shaly clay. And I think that's why the pond, as you can see, it would get up to about this point, and then that's when it would really start to leak fast. If we weren't getting steady, consistent rain, I mean, we could lose a foot in a week if we didn't have rain. So it'll be nice. We got all this shaved down, made room for the new clay. We get that in here, get it packed in. It should hopefully hold water. Ralph assures me he's bringing me the best clay he has. And I know everybody in the comments said, hey, Adam, learn from your mistakes. And I have on order a rental from Sunbelt, a sheep's foot pad roller to get this all rolled in. Ralph is going to, when he starts trucking the clay in and dozing it in, he's going to shape up this side to get it all nice again. He's going to regrade out the beach area. And we'll get this all about a foot of clay in here in the bottom and get it tracked in real nice. I'm going to spend every 8 hours that I have on that sheep's foot roller down here trying to get this packed as tight as I possibly can. I want to be done dealing with this pond leaking and see it full. Also, if you couldn't tell, the machine that Ralph was using to load the trucks was about 2.5 times the size of my Mini that I was using up there to unload the trucks and get all the dirt put in place. And so we actually ended up having more dirt than we needed up there and also more dirt than I could keep up with. So let me go show you how many extra loads of fill we have parked somewhere else. So down here is the new firewood yard expansion project we've been working on clearing. We cleared out all of these maple saplings down here. I brought the mini excavator with the front blade on it and tried to doze this out as best as I could. But when he said, hey, we're gonna have more dirt than you need up there, where do you want to park it? I said, well, let's bring it down here. And then when we're done with the pond, maybe we can, while the dozer's still here, have him spread this out and put this on grade. So if we do decide to put some kind of building down here, we'll already have a solid pad. And like I said, very, very shaly clay down here. So this will make a great building material, or a great substrate, or a great base to put a building on top of. But I went through here and counted how many loads we had extra that we did not use up for the sidewalk on the front of the garage there. And there is 18 loads down here. So I think between the 18 loads we have down here and the bulldozer, we should be able to get this perfectly on grade and not be short of material. Anyway, I think that's gonna about wrap this one up. Next on the list is to start hauling in clay and lining the bottom and hopefully getting that project wrapped up. If you guys enjoyed this one, give me a big thumbs up, click that subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.